Welcome to Satisfactory. My name is Nilaus and this is the recap of stream day number 3. So we have our little base here and whoops, something new occurred during the last stream. So let's have a look at this one first. So we're going to take a tour of what we built during the stream. We are continuing with the design principle of building factories inside factories, and then leaving the environment around it clear. So eventually we'll take all of this stuff out and put it in 2 boxes. This box here is a design for, let me see if I can hit the edge. Yes, so we don't fall down. We have iron coming in from 2 locations, 120 each, although I only need 100 and, how much do I need? 140 in total. Basically what we have here is a modular frame build. We are not using any alternate recipes, although we probably should, and I think we can make a subtle change to this one. So this one is taking 4 iron plates and 24 screws, and that gives us 5 iron plates per minute, and that goes into this one, which would like to have 12 but can only get 10 because I've scaled it down. So we are only getting 3.36 modular frames per minute. That is not very impressive. So we go here. We don't really get a lot of it, but it's something, and it's something we don't really need a lot of. So just having a stable location that builds stuff is really neat because we are going to need it. We did get an alternate recipe, I think here tier 2, that one for the alternate reinforced iron plates. We can probably take this and figure out how that one works. That one, and also some, okay, just make some screws. We'll just make some screws so we can get that one unlocked, and we can see if that changes anything. See? Okay, got one too many. There. Got that. And that means we X recipe parts reinforced iron plate, and the alternate is now 10 and 24, and then gives a hell of a lot more. So we need a lot more iron plates, but not really more screws, and I think we can build that and change it, but that's not what we do now. We can do that maybe next time. However, this is not the only thing. This took about an hour to build, I think about an hour. So let's go into the world and figure out what else we did. So as we build this, I realized that our power would probably get strained if we were not really doing anything additionally to that. So we had to go back and take a look at our coal power plant, because that was also built sort of in situ, inside the environment, instead of building it on a platform as they should be. I mean, I think it makes a lot of sense that we have a pristine environment that we travel around in, but when we get closer to the bases, actually, where's that one going? Is that not going to the same location? Nope, probably not. As we get to a factory, the factory has to be built on a concrete foundation. That makes sense. And that's how we do it. So you can see how beautiful it looks as we come in here. We've only hooked up a single plant for this yet. Oh, we're actually coming in from the back. That's actually interesting. So we are going to run all the way. Yep, all the way down here. We have 12 power plants. Each are fully saturated, delivering 50 megawatts each. So that gives us 600 megawatts of power for the base, which is quite ample supply. Oops. As we get started. So also here we have just haphazardly directed belts outside. Here 120, that's what it will consume if it's producing 600 megawatts of power. So as we look at it now, this is the only power we have because all our biofuel has run out, which is kind of okay, and we're only using 150 megawatts. So plenty of megawatts available for us to continue to build. Now this took a bit of time, also just squeezing it in, but I like it. It put on top of the lake, sort of not covering the lake completely, but just covering it somewhat. I think I'm able to go this way around, I think. And then we can follow the electrical wires to another location that we started building but did not get completed. Probably pretty much because I did a lot of exploration. Oh, not this way. Follow the power lines. Where are the power lines? Maybe this way? Is that the way? I think it is. We'll give it a shot. Yeah, I think this is the way. But there are no power lines because I think I got it up on a ridge instead. So let's see if I can drive my way there. I think we should have a truck stop up here that we can aim for. Can't remember if we turn in the... Oh yeah, we turn in here. So we turn in here. This is this has to be a path that is drivable by the sugar cube, which it currently is. As you can see, we are driving. We're using the cube as much as we possibly can, and we are going to this location. So I built a truck stop here. Not really going to use it, or it's not exactly going to be here, but it will be somewhere around here. And the reason why we bring it to this location, this is where we will bring coal to this location and jump out. That's actually a bit dangerous. We have a nice iron mine here, pure iron mine. We have another pure iron mine up here as well. So with 2 pure iron mines and we get coal coming in, we have all the ingredients we need in order for us to build steel ingots. This is the basic recipe. Eventually, at some point, we'll get some better version, but at least at this point. So I started looking for a location where we could build this, and that was actually surprisingly difficult. And whoops, don't fall down and kill yourself during a demo. Whoa, who came up with that idea? There you go. So I basically tried as close as this we can, but then it blocks here. As close as this one. Okay, so we can't move it this way because of that one. We can't move it this way because of this one. We can't move it further this way because of that one. And we can't move it further this way because of that one. So we are kind of blocked to this location. This is a 10 by 10. It is trying to work it as close to terrain as possible. So, and this is where we're going to build the next factory. This will be a coal... no, not a coal. I'll bring coal inbound, and then I'll bring some iron ore inbound. So that needs to be smelted in a furnace. We're going to take a look at the furnace, the foundry it's called. So here we built the foundry. Can we make steel ingots? 45 plus 45 coming in. So that means I only need 3 of these. That's actually kind of crazy that I need 3 of these just to come to a full... I was about to say red belt, but it's because it's a Mark II belt. So that's why it's called a red belt. So I do this one there. Should probably get 3 of these. I don't know if I'm going to do this, but anyway, we're going to need 3 of these. That will give us 30, 60, 90 steel ingots, and that needs to then be processed into various different locations or various different things. In the beginning, we'll just build small things. So we have this one, takes 30, and we're not exactly going to build it, but I just want to illustrate. Oops. Yeah, that one is going to be pipes, also taking 15, so we'll have a few of those. We need way more pipes. And lastly, the one we cannot build is actually over here. Or can we? Encased industrial beam. Oh, we can't do that. So that's actually just inside one of the assemblers. I thought that was using... So there, steel beams plus concrete, which also means we need concrete around here. So, you know, maybe we should scan where the nearest concrete is and maybe bring that in. Okay, we got something 150 meters away. That's okay. And 350. So 150 meters this way. That's totally doable. Oh, please don't kill myself. There we go. I can take that in for sure. Where is it? 180? It's down here somewhere. $70 I want to make sure that it's not sort of hidden inside something else. Oh, right. That's the one. Yeah. So that could also be brought into another location and brought in. So we have a ton of things to do in terms of trucking, because we need to truck things in here and build them at the right levels. That's going to be interesting. Now I want to show one more thing that I found is really interesting, but not something... What is that? It's Kateri? Not interesting. Not interesting right now. Let's see if I can find that location. Okay, let me just think about it. I know there's a slug up there. Okay, I'm going exploring to find something awesome. So Let's see if we can find it. I think it's faster to find it running than it is to find it with the truck. That's not it. The truck was going up here. Yes. Weird location that I've never seen before. We can find it. Oh yes, I think we're on track. Jumping down here. So this area, I have never explored this before, so it was actually really nice. So lots of fluffy tailed somethings, but look at that thing. I guess you have seen it already because it's on the thumbnail. Now it is. So that's a weird thing. It doesn't do anything. I can't do anything with it, but it's pretty cool that there are sort of new entities in here that they're not really using. So that's I call it a JELLYTREE. I don't know what it is. It doesn't seem to be able to do anything, but it looks cool. Wish we had more of those things. There's also an egg somewhere that's also a bit unique. So that's very exciting. Anyway, so what we did was a modular frame build. We did our coal power plant to scale that up. We found a location where we will build our steel. So next time we will be working on a small steel plant that will just give us about 90 steel ingots per minute. And that will be processed into pipes, beams, and encased industrial beams. And that will just help us progress with the rest of it, because that will give us the, let's see, it's actually going to the motors, I think. Motors, yeah, motors is coming from the rotor, which we haven't really built a dedicated location for, but we will. And then stator, which requires some iron or some steel pipes. So basically at this point we mainly need to build steel pipes. We don't really need to build a lot of encased industrial beams. We need it for a few things, but this is what we need a lot for. The thing is though, if we only need 50 motors to do the next elevator research, then we can unlock the next tier, and that could potentially bring us trains. So whether I want to build a giant location or I just want to hack my way so we can get to trains faster, I don't know. That's for us to consider, but also for you to provide input on during the next stream. First though, it's going to be the steel production. So that's the topic of the next stream. And with that, thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you in the next stream. And as always, stay effective.